안녕하세요. Hallyu 입니다.
Hey y'all, I'm Shamra and I'm here with my girl Sabrina
And we are Hallyu Reviews. Two Americans who are swept up in their Korean wave as it reaches across the globe. We have a love of all Korean music, and we're reacting to KARD with Tell My Momma, the performance video.
Yes. So we've gotten a lot of attention, traction on our KARD reactions, and we love them.
We love them.
One of the
fabulous.
only mixed groups that we've been reacting to, and they've just gotten a lot of support on our channel. So the way our channel works is if you like and subscribe, if you recommend, if you comment, all the things like count towards recommendations going up for this group. And we've had a lot of that from the hidden KARD who are viewers. And so we are happy to take a look at Tell My Momma, and we were told we must take a look at the performance video. So very excited. We are, I don't know, KARD might be one of our favorite groups when it comes to kind of just like performing. Like they're just, they own the stage, and we have said that like even though they have 4 members, they seem to fill it as if they have a much larger group because they have so much variety, and that they have the 2 boys, the 2 girls. You've got like the male voices that rap, you have a female voice that raps. I mean, just beautiful. And then
but I think you said it
dancing
so well when you said like they have so much variety.
They
like,
really do.
And you never know. Like they always have like such amazing, beautiful performances and
agreed. So
and intricate footwork. Oh, I love their footwork.
And I love when
Their
they like
dancing
dance
is
as
so
like
good.
couples. And
Yes.
someone has recommended 2 different ones, which we've put on our list, to react to, where they like kind of pair off and dance more like couples, and I just love that. So
cute.
all right, so let's take a look at Tell My Momma.
Ooh, so pretty.
Champagne for breakfast, kisses goodnight. Playing my heartstrings, so night I'm alright. Cartier watch and it's always on time. 5 loves of language, I found a new type.
I know we're in English, but do we have subtitles?
They're like auto-generated.
Okay. Oh, I love that she has shorts, even though it looks like a little skirt. That's so cute.
I'ma love you, but my daddy does.
That's the only time we don't need to be sneaky with the new windows. I'm playing, you know I can be a gentleman. Know you heard that song. And your heart I'm metal with. I do anything to make our love last long.
He looks so different.
He does
here.
look so different with blonde hair. I was just thinking that.
But it's the length as well.
Make your daddy proud of it.
Make your daddy proud of you.
I love the cathedral glass behind them.
And it matches their outfits.
It does. It's so pretty. Jason has like glue a little bit in the top of his hair. So pretty.
I think this is the first time we've seen them all with light hair. Cute. I like that. I just want to show you off.
Love a Korean rap.
part.
I made that outfit.
Which one?
Jiwoo's. Okay, but this song is so true. Like, so true. And it also, like, so... I don't know. I feel like Western, maybe.
It did feel
in
a bit
terms of
more
like
Western,
the
yeah.
vibe and like even was it Jiwoo's outfit?
That was the cream outfit.
Yes, like the brown like cowgirlish like fringy.
Yeah,
like,
it did
yes,
seem a
love
little
that.
more
That was cute.
cowgirl.
I would wear that. But so true, and this is why I think it's so true in terms of like Western world. I would tell my mama. Like when I met my husband, and I was like, he's cute. I like him. You tell your mama. Like my mama was the first one I told when I had a boyfriend before my husband that I liked. Like I told my mama. I think that's just a connection between the mamas.
I loved the setup of this one because the guys looked very similar in the way that they were dressed. And I wonder if that was like done on purpose. Like that styling was like they had, you know, the darker bottoms and then the lighter top. And then everybody had like the light hair, even though J-Steph's had like the blue in it, they were still like light. And like I said, BM was almost like unrecognizable. Like we don't know the group well enough to be like, oh, that's BM. Like if I didn't know.
Well, and I'm
like
wondering how long ago this one was too. Because I do
Yeah.
feel like in terms of the blonde hair, he looked really young.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if maybe this was a few years ago versus where he's at now with like the colored hair and his face just looks a little bit older.
A little more filled out.
Maybe.
I don't know, but it was really cute.
was
I
so
liked
cute.
I liked the way it flowed. I liked how we went we had the English rap, but then we had like J-Steph's Korean rap. We had, I don't know, were the girls all in English?
I feel like
or
the
was
girls
it
were all
mostly-
in English.
Okay. I mean, I know BM does a lot of their writing and he sings in both languages, raps in both languages. But I think English is his first language. I think he's American. And so that would make sense. But I think it also gives them more of that like global appeal because
Agreed.
they're rapping and singing in both languages. And it feels more relatable, I think. I mean, we have said from the beginning of our channel that you don't have to understand the language to love the music, and we wholeheartly believe that. We are
Agree.
multi-stands, whether the song has a ton of English, no English, half, whatever. We are absolute massive fans of Japanese ballads, and neither one of us speaks like a lick of Japanese.
But not only that, like we like not only Korean music, we like Spanish music,
We do.
we like Italian
Although
music.
that's
like,
not as fair because we do speak a lot of Spanish.
Okay.
Not so much Italian.
That's true, but there's multiple genres of music that we enjoy that where we don't necessarily are fluent in the language.
XO in Chinese. I mean,
that's
don't
true.
speak any, Mandarin at all. So,
Meow.
that's about it.
That's about it.
That's the extent. I'm
I
really.
say I love you in several languages.
That's sweet though. It's not like you're saying "f you" or something.
It's because I watch a lot of romance dramas.
True, but our point is just that it's very like global in that not everyone is as like open-minded about music as we are. But it's just there's something about it. It connects. I feel it like in my soul, and so it is not a big deal to me at all to be listening to KARD and not knowing all of the words and just being like, hey, it's a great song. But it does add to their global appeal, I think, because they are singing in a language that maybe people who only speak English would be like, oh, I like this song. I'll give it a chance. So I
I
love
definitely
them.
think that this one definitely hit the mark, like in terms of just the lyrics and the styling and the flow and the rhythm. Like it just had a great beat. It was that's what I'm looking for.
Relatable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. It was very relatable. You could find a connection with this song.
Oh, agreed. And we had a lot of the couples dancing, and I really love that. Like,
And then I
there's just
love that
something
you
very
had like
sweet,
J-Steph rapping, and the three of them were in the back dancing.
Yeah.
And there was never a point where the girls were typically in front, which I thought was really sweet as well. And then the boys were behind them, and then they'd kind of merge together, and they're like spacing and their like movements, their choreography movements and all, they're so on point for them to just be the four of them.
I agree, because when we've seen other groups that maybe have 4 members or maybe 6 or whatever, I find it a bit awkward because I feel like you see someone's covered up, particularly with the even numbers. One of the things I remember way back when I first started watching BTS is I remember RM saying 7 is the perfect number because we never have to cover anyone up. There's always someone in the middle and then it's even on both sides. And I was like, fair point. And when we see groups that have even numbers, unless they're a group like ATs where they have 2 exceptionally tall members, people are covered up because there's no way to make it look balanced on stage. I mean, your eyes are going to notice, hey, something's off. But what I love about KARD is that that doesn't tend to happen. A lot of the 4-member groups, I'm thinking of, Blackpink, they'll do like a diamond formation,
I knew you were
and the
thinking of
girls
the
are the
diamond.
same height, and so whoever's in the back is gone. Like, they're not there. It looks like they're 3 people singing, and that's one of my
Well,
biggest
even though
complaints.
they did the diamond, like you did have a moment where there was like the diamond.
But BM is in the
so
back,
tall
and he's
that-
so tall. That was my point. Is
It
that
worked.
ATs gets around it because and Mingy of ATs are like 6'1", 6'2", like they're very tall guys, and so then you've got the shorter members who are more like 5'6", and so when you've got a 5'6" in front of someone who's like 6'2" almost, like you're gonna still see the 6'2" behind him. And then ATs is really great with like layers. They're constantly
They
like
are
up
great
and
with
down,
layers.
and so visually you have those layers. I feel like with KARD having BM and then the ladies, like you automatically have layers built in because there's
true.
such a height difference. So it's not as obvious with JSF, I feel like, because he's not as tall as BM, but BM
Agreed.
is so tall. You have even
But
in
it
a
also
diamond
it does
formation,
bring
it
like
works.
another element, like another level to just their
It really does.
their distinction almost. Agreed.
It really does. And so it's just very, like, I am by no means a choreographer, but it always, like, because I do photography, those sort of visual things catch my eye, where I'll be like, oh, someone's being hidden or someone's pole. Like, if I see something and then there's like a beam behind them, like, it kills me that pole's like coming out of the back of their head, because I think in the still photo. And, when you're doing like videos, there's more movement. And so it may be for a split second, but your eye is going to register that like, hey, something's off there. And when you have 4 members and you only see 3, your mind, even
something
for a
off.
split second, recognizes that something is not right, something's missing. And so I love that we don't run into that issue literally with KARD because BM is so tall. But then they also do a lot of diamond formations where they'll do like 2 and 2, or they'll do like a slightly like askew where there's like a sort of like a diagonal and then one off
And then
or
one's
whatever.
kind of off.
But it's brilliant. I really think they do a great job and working with what they have.
They do. They have amazing
Versus
formations.
trying to force what they have into something that is more of a formula. So I think they do a fabulous job. Absolutely love them.
They do.
And the color of that blue is perfect with that stained glass behind them.
Oh, the stained glass is beautiful. I don't know where they were dancing. It looked like kind of like a church almost.
Was
but
it,
like,
or was it? You think it was a set that they created to
and
look like that?
It could have been a set to look like that, but
Yeah.
it was beautiful.
Either way, it was gorgeous.
Because you have like the gray and the columns, and then the blue and the almost the orange colors and the stained glass. That just made the whole thing come alive.
It was beautifully lit, so we got to see the colors in the stained glass, and yet it wasn't like we were, because we've seen performances that are lit from behind, and then you're going to see more of a silhouette with the people in front
true.
because they're backlit. But this was beautifully balanced. I felt like we didn't see shadows that didn't, sometimes you create shadows on purpose, but in this situation there weren't shadows. It was just perfectly done. I feel like they nailed it again. So if you are fans of KARD and you would like to take a look at more, as would we,
Let us
make
know.
sure you like and subscribe down below so you can see more of that KARD content as it's coming out. Give us some suggestions. What would you like to take a look at next? We actually have a growing list for our KARD recommendations. Saraneo, we really appreciate our hidden KARD letting us know. And if you recommend something that's already been recommended, no problem. It just moves up on our list. That's how our channel works. So feel free to recommend, and we will take a look at it as soon as we can.
And if you like drama, make sure you check out Hallyu Reviews, where we tell you which dramas to watch, must watch, or completely skip. And by the way, it is almost the end of September. We're nearing into October. So if you have any fun, amazing, awesome Halloween content, videos, music shows, performances, variety shows, anything of that nature, let us know as well, because Halloween is quickly approaching.
And I don't think we've done any Halloween theme for KARD.
No,
Not at all. And I bet they would kick some booty with some
would be
Halloween content.
amazing.
I would love. I don't think we've seen anything other than we saw the BYOB, but I don't think we've seen anything else with them like not performing. So I think it would be a lot of fun to see them do like if they've done like a haunted house or some kind of like fun Halloween content. And if it gets blocked on YouTube, no worries.
We'll put it on Patreon. Until next time, y'all. Annyeong.